Hey guys, welcome to the Permission to Hustle podcast. It's Audrey here today. Today's podcast, I thought of this topic. I'm going to be mad real with you. When I was in the shower this morning after working out, I'm somebody that genuinely, and I don't know if you're like me, but I need to work out to kind of just sweat it out. It's good for my mind. It's good for my body. It's good truly for my soul. Listen, with age, I've really begun to identify what really does work well for me. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not working out to be an Olympian. I'm not working out to run a marathon. I'm working out truly because it just is needed for my mental state and for my body. That's it. I want to be healthy. I want to be the best version of myself that I can be. And I know that taking care of myself is important. So working out for me is a big thing. But I was in the shower this morning, and it's funny. I don't know where you do your best thinking, but I feel like the shower is always where I do my best thinking. Let me actually rephrase that. It's when I'm in the shower, when the kids aren't home, I do my best thinking. If the kids are home, forget it. I have Victoria coming in. I have the boys asking me questions from the door. You name it. There is no just inspirational, motivational thinking going on. It's all, please let me get out of the shower as quickly as can be so that I can get back to life. But in the morning when the kids are at school, when I can just take a shower and just relax, that for me is the best time to really simmer and saturate and just be. There's really no other way for me to say it, and just be. I don't have to worry about my phone ringing, because if it does, I can't get it. I don't have to worry about anybody coming to the door with a package or mail or a question, because I can't get to the door. No one's home. I just can just be. And it got me thinking this morning that, what do you do for yourself? And it's a question that a lot of us probably think about, right? I mean, you might quickly say, oh, I work out. Oh, I do yoga. Oh, I read, whatever it is. You might have a quick, fast, and furious answer because that's kind of how you're programmed to be, right? What is it? What do you do for yourself? But I'm challenging you to really ask yourself that question. Like, what do you do for yourself? What do you genuinely give yourself that I don't want to say is a reward, but in a way is a reward. It's something that you genuinely, truly look forward to, you need, you love. Listen, the goal in life is to find your passion and what you love and do that for work, right? I just spoke at Career Day at my son's school last week. I was so nervous to speak. It's funny, I spoke the night before at a leading ladies event in Rhode Island, 250 women, packed house. My husband was there and never really had seen me speak before, at least not in an audience that big. He said, you nervous? What are you feeling? I said, no, I'm not nervous for these people. These people are my people. These people are, this is what I'm comfortable. This is my network. These are my beings. These are women that are kicking butt in business. And I love being in this energy. I'm terrified for Career Day at the 8th grade because I know that these kids have no censor and are just going to go at it. And, you don't know what's going to come out. And you really don't know if you're going to actually get in there. You don't know if what you say is going to actually leave an impression. So no, nervous as can be about that. But I remember when I was talking to the kids, I said, the goal in life and why I love being a social or digital influencer, whatever you want to call me, is that I love what I do and I can make money at it. And at the end of the day, if you can find something that you love to do and make money at it and make a career out of it, then that is what you should do. My son said, Mom, we had a karate master speak to us after we did the workshops. I did a workshop. And he said, he said something really powerful. He said, I'm going to stand up here in front of all of you 8th graders. And he said, and 99.9% of you are not going to be a karate master someday. So instead of standing up here and telling you why you should and how my day is, I want to give you guys some takeaways as to what you should think about in life and what you should really do for the rest of your life. And truly the takeaway was find something you love and do that for work. Find something you love and get paid to do it. Do something for yourself. And that's the question I really want to pose to you. Do you love what you do? Do you wake up in the morning and are you just sick to your stomach that you have to go to an office or you have to go into your office in your home? Not everybody loves being an entrepreneur or a solopreneur. Not everybody loves, it's definitely not cut out for everybody, just as corporate America is not cut out for everybody. And just as being a teacher is not cut out for everybody. And just having whatever it is that you do in life is not cut out for everybody. You really have to either be truly gung-ho, passionate about it, or you've fallen into a job out of necessity. It's the path that you're following. It's what you stumbled into. It's what, it's where the universe kind of placed you. So I really want you to stop and think about that. Do you love what you do? And what are you doing for yourself? Because if you don't love what you do, then you really want to make sure that you're finding things that you're doing for yourself that is that reward, that is that, oh, thank goodness. Like I can go work out tonight. I love working out. It's a reward for me. What do you do for yourself? And I dare pose this question, because a lot of us as entrepreneurs, and I fall into this category all the time, is that when you find something you love, you automatically go, well, how can I monetize this? So I love to shop. And I remember thinking, wow, I can make money at eBay. Well, how can I monetize my shopping love? Or, hey, listen, I love to, I love to take photos. Love to do photos with my daughter. How can I monetize this? But I'm posing the question, not everything needs to be monetized. Not everything needs to have an end. Everything that you do for yourself, at the root of it, it should make you happy. It should make you excited. It should make you want to do something to better yourself, right? Isn't that what we all strive for in some way, shape, or form? You really want to make sure that whatever it is that you're doing for yourself is something that you love, that you look forward to, that you're happy about, that you're filled to the brim with. We don't always have to, I guess, be walking around with joy from head to toe. But if we're not, then let's find things that can bring us that. Let's find things that we can do that will bring us closer to that. So as I was in the shower this morning with nobody home again, and really just kind of just soaking it in and just really just enjoying the silence and the quiet, because that's important too sometimes. I thought to myself, I've worked out, I'm trying to kind of make my workout schedules really work with my day. And to be honest with you, as much as it sucks to the brim, working out in the morning seems to be the best time frame to do it, because I need the day to work out, and then my kids get home from school and activities and there's dinner. Truly, there's not time for me to just kind of duck out for an hour and go work out. I really need to be present. So the mornings are the only time that really do work for me. So the last 2 days, I've gone back to what I used to do years ago, gotten up early, got my butt on the treadmill, and really just doing what I can to get myself in that mode. And I have to tell you, I'm in the shower this morning. I'm like, it feels freaking good to be working out. It feels freaking good to be doing this for myself, not just for my body. Yeah, my muscles hurt, but I mean, when your muscles hurt from working out, that means that you're doing something, right? It's actually a good thing, that you're at least that the muscles are getting attention. But I felt good mentally, and I felt good all over. And I just thought to myself, this is what I'm doing for myself. This is what I'm giving myself. It's not the same for everybody. I know that my husband, he's going to kill me for saying this. He loves to play Pokemon Go. I think that's the name of it, right? I said, I swear to God, you're the only 45-year-old man that plays Pokemon Go. But that's what he loves. He works his tail off every day. We have 5 kids. I know our house isn't the most, it's chaotic. It's crazy. Something's always going on. What he gives himself is like the 15 to 20 minutes to just play Pokemon Go. Nobody telling him anything, just kind of in his game, just kind of doing it. It brings him happiness, right? It just brings him joy. And that's a good thing. So I challenge you to find something that you're doing for yourself, for you. What are you doing for yourself? Are you journaling? Are you doing yoga? Are you signing up for webinars or conferences about something that you really want to get into? Do you knit? I just met a woman the other day at the career day, and she said, I knit. I love to knit. It zones me out. It's my thing. She said, some people work out. I knit. What is your thing that you love to do? Is it scrapbooking? Is it, it could be anything. Is it volunteering? What do you give yourself that's good for you? And if you don't do that enough, and if you don't do that yet, make sure you give yourself the ability to do that. We always talk about giving yourself the permission to hustle. Give yourself permission to do something good for yourself. You deserve it. And especially the women and the men out there that have a to-do list way too long and are way super busy and have a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on their shoulders. This is probably the best thing that you can do for yourself. Maybe it's going to bed extra early. Maybe it's shutting down technology and you're giving yourself the gift of reading or giving yourself the gift of popping on Netflix and watching a 30 or 60-minute show. I don't know what it is. It's different for everybody. Like I said before, mine is working out. I love it. As much as I dread the morning workouts, when I get on that treadmill or I get running or I get walking or I get in the pool, it's peace. It's right there. It's like an egg being cracked. It's like, okay, so this is what I was supposed to do. Okay, thank God. Thank God I'm here. Thank God I'm doing this. I love this. I challenge you, if you don't know it already, to go find it. And if you're doing it and you've stayed with it, I mean, amazing. Keep doing it. Keep going for what you're going and even go a step further. Inspire somebody else to do it too. Because I don't think that we need to hold stuff like this in. I know that I was telling my sister this the other day, listen, what do you do for you? You're pregnant, you have 2 little kids, your husband's an entrepreneur, you're an entrepreneur, you always seem to be running around like a crazy lady. What do you do for you? Find somebody out there that needs just that little prompt, that little push. You never know how you're going to help somebody or help support somebody if you don't go out there and be proactive about it. So this is my 2 cents today. I was just in the shower. I said, I'm going to grab my microphone. I'm going to shoot my podcast. I want to get this podcast up. Do something for you. What do you do for you? Please go out there and find it. Please. I beg you. I'm giving you permission to do so. And that's my 2 cents today on this beautiful spring day. I don't know when you're listening to this podcast. Maybe it's the dead of winter when you finally get around to hearing this one. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's something amazing about seeing the sun finally peeking out, no snow on the ground, and little buds coming through the grass. There's something really cool about that. I do not belong in New England. I really probably belong either on the West Coast, Southern California, or Florida, where it's super hot all the time. Not super hot, but warm all the time. Arizona. I don't do well in the cold. So now that the spring is here, I'm feeling even more inspired. So thank you guys for listening. Please head over, if you don't already, join our Permission to Hustle Facebook group. Very easy to do. Just Permission to Hustle. Find us. We pop stuff in every day, inspirational quotes, articles that are out there, posing questions to get you on your path. We really are motivated to help you go after your dreams, go after your passions. And, a lot of the times it's a hustle to do so. It's not always easy. And that's why we named this group Permission to Hustle. We really want to give you permission to do that, regardless of your age, regardless of where you are in your life. We want everybody to really just go out there and do it. And then thanks for listening. If you don't mind, leave us a little comment if you can, if you have the time to. Give us some good stars, hopefully over on iTunes. Reviews are always a good thing. And other than that, everybody, have an awesome day and keep giving yourself permission to hustle.